Hey guys, thanks for joining me once again. Today I want to talk about how to be successful at life. That is, how to be doing instead of sitting back watching everyone else do. How to be living instead of sitting back watching everybody else live. One thing you might ask is, what should I be doing? Well, what are your ideas? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to go be more social? Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I don't know, that's up to you. But I can tell you one thing, that stuff is not going to happen on its own. You have to start doing. So the first question we should ask is, what keeps you from doing the things you want to do? What keeps you from carrying out the plans you have? What keeps you from putting action to those ideas? So one of the biggest things that I think keeps us inactive is fear. You might ask, fear of what? Well, fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of what other people might think, not wanting to appear silly. So let's talk about this for a minute. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of appearing silly. The truth is, all that might happen. But we can't let that stop us from taking action in life. You know, I read in a really good book called Now You Know by Ryan Chamberlain. If you fail 80% of the time enough, you win. Everything is probably not going to go perfect the first time. You're going to make mistakes. But what we need to do is, instead of being afraid to do anything because we might make mistakes, we need to go ahead and take action, make those mistakes if we're going to make them, and learn from it. But really, I think if you start taking action on your good ideas, you'll be amazed at what happens. And a lot of that stuff you told yourself will turn out to be untrue. Don't talk yourself out of every great idea you have. You know, it's better to take action with a chance of failing than to do nothing and never have a chance of success. Because you might succeed, but if you do nothing, not a chance. And you know, I do have to admit that after we do things that seem uncharacteristic of ourselves, it does make you feel a little bit silly. But you just got to say, whatever. Whatever. And keep taking those steps. Keep doing. Successful people are not those who don't realize they have something to be afraid of. Successful people are those who don't let that stop them. So let's talk about the naysayers for a minute. People who actually will tell you, don't do anything. Just sit back down, do what you've always done, and be comfortable. Let's talk about that for a minute. So we have to ask the question, what is it that makes them do that? Possibly, it makes them uncomfortable if you're acting and they're not, and they'd like to keep you doing nothing just like they are. I'm not really sure, but whatever the case may be, one of two things. You have to just ignore that stuff, that groundless pessimism, or maybe you need some different friends. One kind of company I would advise you to keep is those who can give you wise, level-headed counsel. Not those naysayers who can see every little negative thing that could possibly go wrong, but people who can offer you real help and maybe help you steer clear of some stuff that might just be a foolish idea. Here are a few circumstances where I would advise you not to act. If you can see that this thing might get you locked up, or you can see that this thing might cost you your family or valuable relationships, that's not worth it. Don't do that. What I'm saying is, once again, don't talk yourself out of every great idea you have. You who thinks, oh, little me, I could never do anything. Yes, you can. Take the first couple of steps and sit back and be amazed. I can tell you one thing, though. Staying in your comfort zone will ensure that you stay normal and forgotten. Do you want to live a boring, wasted life and be forgotten? Then stay in your comfort zone. So what is it? What is that great idea you have? What steps can you take today? Block out the naysaying voices, push down your fears, and take action. That is the only way to be successful at life, is to start doing it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, maybe some experiences you've had with pushing down fears and taking action and the good that's come of it, or maybe about some of the fears and struggles that keep you from taking action. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.